Marquis de Lafayette, also known as the Hero of Two Worlds, was a Frenchman who was born into a wealthy family. All of his close relatives died by the time he was 14, leaving him with a fortune. And on top of that, he married a relative of King George III. He was rich and at a high social status by the age of 16. He later joined the Revolutionary War at his own request, believing in freedom and equality among all men. Lafayette's arrival to the colonies was questioned at first, but he showed the men that he was there to help the colonies gain their independence from England. Through this process, he became very good friends with the one and only George Washington. His first battle was at Brandywine, where he showed great courage and was shot in the leg. Even with the wounded leg, he managed to organize the retreat and get everyone out safely. Washington was impressed with Lafayette's courage and leadership that he wrote a letter to Congress recommending Lafayette for divisional command. It was an honor that Washington thought so highly of Lafayette, for Washington was Lafayette's role model. Lafayette led an invasion in Canada, but knew it would not be a success. While Lafayette was away on this unsuccessful trip, General Thomas Conway tried to replace Washington, but Lafayette, a loyal soldier, told Washington before anything happened. Lafayette then retreated to Valley Forge, where the army endured a painfully cold winter. The fact that the army had survived the frigid winter at Valley Forge encouraged the French to come join the war. It also helped that Lafayette had a high social status and convinced France that joining the war would be a good decision. Lafayette was then sent to Baron Hill, where he was to check up on the British that were camped there. When British General William Howe heard about Lafayette and his troops, he made a plan to capture Lafayette. Lafayette managed to keep his army calm when the British snuck up on them. He was well organized and had his army retreat in groups. The army was able to get on the top of the hill and fire down on the British. Considering how fast Lafayette had to plan that out, it was well organized and thought out. Lafayette later went back to France to help with political and economic problems. Lafayette showed courage, leadership, bravery, and loyalty. He helped convince France to join the Revolutionary War, and he became an important general. It is unusual that a Frenchman could play such a big role in American history, that even though he is French, he is willing to fight for other people's rights and freedoms. He showed bravery and courage towards something he believed in, and his beliefs helped us to defeat England and gain independence. Lafayette should deserve a place in history textbooks and class lessons because of the bravery and loyalty he showed towards a country that wasn't even his own.